You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't say anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yes, the dimensional shambler.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
Yes.
I think so too.
Good. You knew about the monster?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about?
What?
Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
Good.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery.
Okay.
And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Oh, good. Are you giving me this information free of charge?
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller.
Okay.
I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. See ya, cat. I think she's crying at the ugly picture. Okay, chapter 7. The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more of an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. Enter the madness. Come on, bro. Let's just enter. You know you can do this. Oh, it's open. There's some shenanigans at play here, apparently. Okay, we're gonna consult the diary real quick. Inventory. We got some knowledge here. These things. Diary of the Pastors, Bestiary, Occult, the painting of the Shambler. The painting was exposed in Francis Sanders' gallery, but I think that the creature no longer requires it for movement. It went to hunt down Sanders in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. I do not know where it comes from, but one thing is sure, it's starving. Did I succeed in sending it back to its world? I am not sure. Dagger of the Ancients. This is a sectional dagger of Ottoman origin, probably dates from the 16th century. It bears the Elder sign in its hilt. Apparently belonged to Pargali Ibrahim Pasha, Grand Vizier of the Count of Suleiman the Magnificent. Legend tells that Pargali used the symbol on the dagger to protect the court from a creature that haunted the mirrors of the palace. What is certain is that Suleiman had his vizier executed. Did he fear him after his demonstration of power? Weird. Sanders' residence. Okay. Darkwater. Pierce. We got 2 character points, and we're gonna go with psychology. 2 more before we get to the expert thing. Okay.
Where is the bookseller?
I don't know, man. There's a thing here.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams.
Yes.
It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Yes. We got another thing over here in occultism, I think, on medicine. I don't know. Medicine.
An old diary.
Yes. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet who renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. Okay. We're getting the diary of the pastors. The Nameless Bookstore. Okay, we got some schematics and stuff. Darkwater History, Harry Campbell, Volume 2. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believe it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first building, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare document and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Good to know. Good to know. Okay.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Okay, that's a good thing, bro. That's a good thing. You can read this. You just pause the video, you read this. There's a lot of good stuff. Okay. Sup, bruh? Nothing here. Hey! Handbook on Anatomy and Dissection. Good. We're getting things. We're getting progression. You see? Medicine, 3 CP needed before next level. Occultism, we're professional right now. Good. Oh, there's a thing here. Would you read the book? Read the book.
What does this strange book contain?
I don't know,
This book
man.
contains unholy knowledge.
The Malleus Bestiarum. This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I had never heard of. Divinities from the stars. Creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work of the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. Okay, I think that's the dimensional chandler, but I'm not sure. We got the thing. Occultism, 5 CP before next level. Do we have character points? No, we don't. Hey, what's with the smile? Breviary of Medicine. Nice. You see, we're getting the medicine progression now. It's still amateur, but we're going forward. That's good. Okay, we gotta check all of this thing because, as it says, those two stats only go up through books and objects found in the world. We cannot assign character points yet. What's the thing over here? We can use the awesome storm light, you know? Oh, nice. Goblet. And checkmate. Darkwater History. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then the Regis was a favorite refuge for cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. A lot of items, stuff. Okay, good. What else we have here? Like, what is this? Something got like ripped apart here. Oh, let me check a little bit in this area. See if I didn't miss anything. No. Okay, let's just go over here.
What happened here?
I don't know. We're gonna use the, the spider thing. Boom.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Over here, bro.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Yes. Like an amateur did the thing over here. And then there's a thing here.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Okay. And they had no shoes apparently. Okay.
This
That is-
burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Yes, it seems. Because everything is kind of busted. Okay, so an amateur burglar. I'm thinking Sarah Hawkins is still alive. I think she survived the fire.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
One that's not
What
going
killed
to
all these animals?
need more. I don't know, the painting maybe?
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
I don't know, man. We got an occultism thing here.
What the? Charles Hawkins?
Oh, Charles Hawkins tried to do this. You can tell because of the stupid Cthulhu arms,
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins.
Yes.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
I don't know, man. What the?
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
Yes. And for some reason you got, like, hurt.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Yes. Everything. Everything is linked. Okay, let's just leave this. Okay. We're back here. And there is something hidden, So, I just gotta... Whoa, there's a lot of stuff. What the hell?
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Never? No? Arkham Anthology. Written by Hermes Trismegistus. Translated and edited by Nathaniel Coppelius. This collection of texts on different beliefs was written by a legendary philosopher. It includes a translation of the Emerald Tablet, a popular text among 16th century alchemists. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and the supernatural.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
I don't know, man. A lot.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Yes. Real Linde. The text claimed that in the distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by the mothers of these people, and moreover, that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology.
Arkham Editions?
Yes.
Never heard of him.
You already said that. Isis Unveiled. Okay.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
I don't know, man. The Prophecies. Written by Nostradamus.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Yes. opera in 8 acts by Benvenuto Chieti Brodighera, an infamous lyrical work published in Italy in 1768. It is said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an odious riot that left several dead and missing.
Arkham editions? Never heard of him.
Yeah, you already found like, I don't know, like 8.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Azathoth and Other Horrors. Damn. Okay, what about here?
Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions?
Arkham.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
How many volumes are there?
The Key of Solomon, a book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. Oh, interesting. That's one of the things
another volume by
Doctor Strange read, you know. Okay, we got a lot of good stuff here. That's good. And over here, there has to be like something hidden. Let's check this.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Key of Relia file. This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. This thing, you see? Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose it is to push back the forces of the Great Old Ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to El Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Interesting. The Key of Relia. Okay.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
I don't know, man. Apparently. Nothing here. Okay. We got some stuff in medicine. Let's see the character. We're at professional, still amateur here. Sanity is a bit low. We're shaking, you know? We're shaking. You gotta shake it off. Meet the Shambler. Nameless Mysterium. Death. Macabre Discovery. The Ritual. Nightmares. Yeah, there's one missing there. Inventory. Clues. The Key of Relia. The Burglary. Okay. We got a lot of books here, you see. Sleeping pills. The Malayan Bestiarium. A lot of stuff. We're here in Darkwater. Places. The Nameless Bookstore. Okay. Where is the hidden thing that my spider sense is showing me? You got dead like cockroaches and rats and things. Okay, nothing here. Where is it? Where is it? It's here? It's here.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
A page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in the place on this plane of reality, in order that they will be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combines in the Greek world. Okay. Each cylinder is numbered. Even if, as the celebrator author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by any chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find a combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I'm thinking it's the Necronomicon. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Okay. So, pretty sure it's the Necronomicon. Change lock, rotate, back. And there's like whispering. Okay, so we need to open the safe, and apparently there's still something like hidden, you know? Oh, over here.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Amulet in the shape of a dog. Weird ass dog, you know? Dogs don't usually have wings. Okay. We found the thing that was hidden here, and we got a little progression apparently on knowledge. Yeah, we got the amulet in the shape of a dog. I don't know what dog is that, but that's okay. The Hound. Do not make the mistake of taking this jewel for an inanimate object. The soul of a powerful sorcerer devours of bodies of the Leng cult, a sect from Central Asia, lies in this jade amulet. His very characteristic form, a massive hunting dog, represents the transformation of the sorcerer into a man-eating ghoul. Whoever unearths the amulet and wears it around his neck is at risk of the sorcerer's wrath. The latter would return in the shape of a formidable hunter to track and dismember all defilers. Okay. So it's a good thing that we know that we're not supposed to do that. Okay. We don't have character points now. Okay, so everything here is like disgusting, you know, with the cockroaches and the rats and the things. And the whispering. Okay, so we need to find something that in the Greek, or the knowledge and the things over here.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Yes, but we got like 2. We're supposed to like... I saw cylinder 1 and 2. Oh no, all the cylinders. Interesting. So this jackass just hit them over here, you know? What a jackass. Okay, what do we have? Like a thing for listening this. Phonograph. Any? Oh. Just fill this up. Thank you.
Things are not looking good.
Yes, they're not looking good, bro. Checkmate is imminent. This. Okay. 1. Listen.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, so apparently the last number is 9.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
And I saw the thing over there.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay, so it's either 3 or 4. So 3 something and 9. And where's the goblet I saw? Where's the goblet? Over here.
The chalice of knowledge.
Okay. The rubies and sapphires make a specific motive. I don't know. I need to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe? So 4, 10, 9? Let me see something. Knowledge. Over here, no. Okay, let's try do this here. So, okay. No, let's see. It was 9. Four. 9. Validate. No. Let's see. I need to. Where's the phonograph? That's not it. Oh, that was it. I was pretty sure about the second and the third, but the first one I don't know why was it 5. I was just testing, you know. We're good. We're good. That only took like 10 minutes of trying. What is this? Is the Necronomicon? I'm pretty sure it's the Necronomicon, bro. Yeah. We got some. Yeah. Don't look at it. Oh crap. Yep. Now you did it. Damn. And what? Chapter 8, Riverside Institute. In the Nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find that what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin. Light inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Damn. Okay, so my mind was projected into another body back at the Riverside Institute?
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do.
What?
Mr.
Mary
Blake,
Colden?
can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
Okay.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Yes. So, examine the patient.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Destruction and creation are the same thing after